Okay, so welcome to the first episode of Do Dope Shit. I am so glad to have you guys here. Thank you guys for the support. Truly appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so today we actually have the great people at Shoevivors. So we have Mike Hill and Brittany Marie. So first and foremost, I think a lot of people know who you guys are, but why don't you guys just explain, exactly what Shoevivors is?
We a shoe restoration company, well, a shoe restoration business in Milwaukee. We do retros, we do Adidas, we do Nikes. We're trying to venture into other things that are not common, like that people don't do here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just pretty much trying to get things rolling.
Awesome. Yeah. Did you have anything to add to that?
Not really. Just the shoe restoration service that we offer. We clean, revive, and customize sneakers as well.
Okay.
So basically, like bringing your shoes
Back to life.
back to life.
Yeah.
Pretty
Alright,
much.
Shoevivors. Awesome. So, why did you guys actually start Shoevivors?
Well, I kinda got bored. Like after I quit my part-time job at Playmakers, I always had a passion for shoes. So I basically, after that, I had a lot of free time on my hands, and I just felt like I needed a hobby. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. So I reached out to Mike after the idea came to me just from like scrolling Instagram and seeing shoes, and it's like, okay, that's something I could fill my time with. And it started off just as a hobby. So I reached out to Mike, who also loves shoes just as much as I do, and I'm like, hey, let's start doing this, because Mike was already doing it like on his own shoes. So I was like, okay, this could really be something. So then it kind of just took off from there.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it was just me, when she came to me and she was like, I need something to do, and I want to do it as a hobby. I'm like, okay, it'll probably go further than that because more I'm into my shoes. So me keeping my shoes up and keeping them clean, or basically it's just, I see something that needs to be painted.
Mm-hmm.
I go buy the paint and be like, okay, let me see how this works.
Okay.
And then with the soles, like my soles been getting yellow. Last summer I was playing around with the soles, so it's just to see if I can clear them up or whatever. So it was just it's basically a love for shoes and really wanting to see people keep their shoes clean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on that one, before we actually started shooting, Mike was noticing, both Brittany and Mike were noticing my shoes. And then Brittany noticed that, my 12s, like, oh, they're still crispy. Mike said, no.
Like, you got a piece of dirt right
there. You have that lick of dirt right there that just needs to be painted off, and the back and the bottom. They don't look DS. So DS is dead stock for people who don't know what like the shoe lingo is. So
that's how it be. Like we'll see like people, like random people, and start like, dang, them shoes dirty. Let me just clean. Bring them over. Let me just clean.
And it's crazy because a lot of people don't
And that's the thing, like
necessarily clean their shoes.
right.
Like, they're too lazy to clean their shoes, or they got too many
Right.
to sit there and be like, oh, I want to clean these.
Like people, like I won't say everybody, but we as people are naturally lazy. Like prior to this, if there was a little scrape of dirt on my shoes, there was one in the back closet. Like I'm not wearing them no more because they're dirty. Like we don't clean our shoes, and then I didn't see that many people were actually doing that in Milwaukee. So it's like, okay, people need their shoes clean, like, and they're not gonna do it, so why not? Pay me to do it.
And it's crazy because I'm sitting here right now.
Looking at
And I'm
Yeah.
looking at Cordell 11s and I'm like, yeah, those need to be clean.
Oh, yeah. I would get up and show you guys. They do need to be cleaned. But but
Gotcha.
we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. That'll be our next project that I give y'all. Okay, so next question. Can you explain to us your journey?
Like starting off.
Yeah.
Starting off, really, it was and it has been like trial and error when it comes to like using different kind of products or even like on the customizing end. It's really like all trial and error. And when we started,
it wasn't bad, but you know, you had like me and Brittany, we criticized ourselves like very hard. Like we're very hard on ourselves about how we do certain things. So you would be like, oh, this not right, or that's not right. But then we're just coming along to be like, she might see something that I did, and it'd be like, oh, that's good. But then I look at it and be like, no. And then she I do something that she did, like, oh, that's good. But she be like, I think I could have did this. So, you know, just we kind of try to keep moving forward with what we're doing, basically.
Okay.
Taking it, I'm just trying to take it to a new level.
yeah, I think when we started too, it was more so we were working on our own shoes, and then we had a couple friends and family donate shoes so that we could practice on before actually doing shoes, like brand new shoes that people go buy and then want us to flip. So it started off as just like practicing on old shoes of our own, and also donations through other people that we still do get from time to time. So and it's still like practice makes perfect.
Yeah, to all our family members and friends, thank you for like just trying to see the same vision and supporting that we're like trying to move forward with.
You're welcome.
Because this pair that Cordell has on was actually our first Jordan.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that was our first Jordan that
Mike did the thing with these.
Yeah.
I
wish I could show y'all how they looked prior to that. But
like I think I went
like a kid just ran.
I ran through mud with these. Like it was a drunken moment, but you know. But Mike did the thing with these, and you know I appreciate Shoevivors for giving me my babies back. Okay, so like, what has been the most challenging thing about running Shoevivors?
I'm gonna say, I guess the consistency, and also not really having, like, we had to practically find out and learn of products and stuff on our own. It wasn't like we had a mentor or anybody that we could go to and say, or like ask for, because a lot of times it's kind of discouraging when you want to reach out to some people for, you know, advice or some guidance, because a lot of people are for themselves and they don't want to help you. So we just kind of made our own way, but sometimes it's like stuff that we still want to know or don't really fully know, that we wish that we could reach out to like other customizers on Instagram or on Facebook, or people that we may know, but we either don't get an answer, or and it's kind of like every man is for themselves.
Pretty much, because I even reached out to a couple like local people that run stores in Milwaukee that are actually like big sneakerheads, and just trying to ask them like, what do you think, like, if I use this product or if I use that product as far as cleaning goes, but never got an answer. Like, and I always just look at my inbox. That just gives me motivation to keep going. Like, oh, since you didn't reach back out to me, I'm going to show you what I can do.
Right.
Without your help, pretty much. And I feel like that was, I mean, it could be their loss, but I mean, I'm just gaining more from it. You know, I'm just the motivation.
Yeah, like it's you using that. Like, I don't want to say rejection, but kind of in a sort as motivation. And you know
Right,
what?
right.
Like I'm gonna show you I can do this, and
With or without.
with or without you, and
Right.
you know I'm gonna go out and make this shit great. So
Right.
awesome. And then so kind of following on with that, what was your biggest come up?
I think the biggest come up was actually putting Shoevivors out there and it taking off the way that it did,
As
because
fast
we
as
did
it did.
not expect it to be as, I guess, big you can say, or we didn't expect it to take off as it did, like as fast as it did. So that was a big, I think, accomplishment for us, because it was like we just gonna do this on the side, but we didn't think that it was gonna be like this was gonna turn into a Facebook page, into people ordering and going to buy brand new shoes, and like the demand.
Yeah.
That was the
Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys got 100 likes in the first
in
day.
one day
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Facebook.
it was
Yes.
and then I think the second day was like 200 or something. Like,
Yeah.
it went up like skyrocket ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
awesome.
then the inboxes was going crazy. Like, can you do this? Can you do
Right,
that?
right.
Oh, we need this done. I need that done. Still to this day, be people's like, you got time this weekend?
Right.
Like, I know you working. Can you still get me in this weekend? I'm like, I try my best, you know, to get everybody in as fast and get them in and out as fast as possible.
Awesome. So, other question that I did not give you guys before.
The setup.
Right, the setup is real. You should be used to it by now. You've been my best friend for how long? You know, where do you see Shoevivors in the next 5 years?
Jeez. Hopefully,
Next 5
man.
years. I think that Shoevivors is going to continue. I would like for it to continue and to grow. Right now we don't consider ourselves a solid business. This is really something we do. Yeah, it's really a side hustle, something that we do in addition to our 9 to 5s. But if we can make it a business within the next 5 years, and that's just what we do, then by all means. I can see 5 years. I can see us within 5 years actually being a legitimate business.
Cause it seems like
Maybe a storefront. I don't know.
it seems like the people that do start don't finish.
Right.
And that's just why I want to see if we're gonna start something, we need to finish it.
And what do you think that you guys can do to, you know, actually finish it?
Stay consistent.
Stay consistent. Stay consistent.
Because it's kind of hard. I mean, it's a passion for us, but balancing that and having a 9 to 5, and then having other stuff that we are obligated with, like, it's kind of hard balancing. So it's not every day we get to touch a pair of shoes. Sometimes it's just like the weekend we can only really sit down and focus on. So, I mean, if we just really stay consistent with the page, like our social media pages too, I think that will really benefit too. Because if people are constantly seeing it, there's going to be constant inquiry. So.
Awesome.
So not out of sight, out of mind, but inside is gonna be in the mind.
Right.
Yeah.
I like what you.
Yeah.
I like what you do. Right. I like how you did.
I was like, what? You better show out, right? All right. So I just want to point out here, because it wasn't addressed, why Mike just has the shirt over himself. He forgot to bring his. Well, first and foremost, he got it dirty. They did their photo shoot yesterday, and he was working and got it all on a clean white shirt. So there's that. So that's why he just has this red shirt just over his.
And it's still representing.
over his brunch attire. So. Alrighty. So guys, what can the community do, if anything, to help you guys out?
Support.
Continue to support.
Just support.
Continue to share. Like the Instagram at Shoevivors. free promo. Also, if you haven't already liked the Facebook page, please go like that too. Continue to share our work and continue to just spread the word. We got business cards on deck too, so if any businesses out there would like for us or would allow us to come and share our business cards with you all, yeah. But just that support, because I didn't think that a lot of people.
Right.
I didn't think that a lot of people. I didn't expect for the support to be as strong as it is. From even people that I don't like, people on just Facebook friends that I don't know personally are constantly sharing, constantly tagging us and stuff, like referring, like just keep that support, because that really goes a long way and is really motivating me more than you guys know.
It's just to see, like, if we could start off how, I don't know, like if y'all know when G's Clippers started, it was just him and like a few other barbers. Now it's gonna be him and he's moving across the street to another shop, like so it's so much, like you just want to see yourself grow as big as the next person.
Yeah.
Or not really surpass, but you want to grow with the community. And that's pretty much what I want to do.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the last question, what advice do you have for those out there who want to do dope shit just like you guys are?
Just do it. That really has been my motto as of late. Like, stop talking about what you want to do or what you're going to do, and just do it. Like, whatever it is, just do it.
I almost had that motto the other day. I almost quit my job. Just like,
just
just
do
go.
it.
Just do it. Like,
Do it.
just quit my job and just stick to shoes. Like, something I know, something I'm passionate about. Like, do it. Don't just sit there and let other stuff run your life. Just do it.
Just do it.
Nike,
the motto.
just do it.
Like, just do it.
I was like, hey, you guys get a lot of Nikes in, so I'm pretty sure they don't mind you using that quote. But yeah, like, man, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being the first people on Do Dope Shit. I'm super excited.
Super excited for you too. This is dope.
Thank you.
And thanks for letting us use your platform, or allowing us to have a platform.
Yeah, so, and that's pretty much what the vision is behind doing dope shit. Like, is to be that platform for others to go promote themselves, while also inspiring others, you know, to go out there and do dope shit as well. So, I guess like it's a win-win for both of us.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it so much. And next week, we will have a new episode for you. So stay tuned. Peace.